Hey everyone, here it is. It's 7 o'clock on a Thursday, and we're coming to you live from the Hoboken Historical Museum. We're out there streaming to Twitter and to Facebook and to YouTube. I am Rand Hoppe. I am the collections manager here at the museum, and I guess I'm the producer and director of Hoboken Talks, our Thursday night live show. And we've had a lot of great guests here. We've had Mark Singleton, John Kahn, lots of great guest hosts. Bob Foster has been the regular host, and Bill Curran has hosted. Jack Silbert, so a fantastic guest host. We try to have our goal is to have interesting conversations with interesting people, as opposed to uninteresting conversations. No, I'm kidding. But that's what our goal is here. And unfortunately, Anthony Forbes was not able to join us this week. We are going to reschedule him, and we have a special guest. Where is that mouse? Oh gosh, there we go. So we have a special guest here. It's Lisa Rigoux-Hoppe. So let's we'll just say hi to Lisa here. There we go.
Hi.
I clicked the mouse, and now we make an appearance.
And here we are.
So right. So Lisa was kind enough to step in and help out her husband. So that was very kind of you, honey. And we're here. We're in an apartment pod for months and months and a year. So we don't have any protective plexiglass here or anything like that. So we're just gonna keep vamping and talking. And please say hello to us. We're looking forward to hearing from you. I hope that our audio is coming through well and you can see us and all those kinds of things. Let's.
And our green screen is actually across the street from us.
That's right. That's our
photo.
It's dawn. It's sun up outside of our apartment window. So that's Bloomfield Street between 8th and 9th. And oh, look.
Hey, it's Margaret.
It's Margaret.
Yeah.
My cousin Marge.
Hi, Marge.
Oh, thank you. I know I'm beautiful. No, Lisa looks great. I know.
You're beautiful too.
Oh, yeah. Inside, the guts. They're just delightful. So we're gonna just talk about Hoboken and see what we can come up with. I mean, we've what did it say? What did I write in that promotional copy?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember.
I wrote you moved here in 90?
Yes, I moved here in February of 1990. And
that was like, you were kind of like looking to get out of Brooklyn, I guess.
Yeah, where we were living, I didn't really like living in Brooklyn, mostly because it was far to get to work. And it took like 45 minutes to get to work. So I decided I needed to move out. And so I spoke with Rand. And he brought me the Hoboken Reporter, which was a local newspaper. It's not in service anymore, is it?
Is it around? I think it's around. Yeah.
But we don't get it anymore.
No.
And that one paper he brought, I looked in it, and I found a place right on First and Washington.
Oh yeah, let's bring up that picture. We'll get to this other thing.
It was really cool.
Hang on, where is that picture? Oh yeah, so you were like right across from City Hall.
Yeah.
The second floor.
Yeah.
You didn't have the window on Washington Street.
No, but that little door over there.
This is the door that you used to get in.
That's where I went in, and I was on the second floor, and it was a nice apartment, 2-bedroom.
Yeah.
Guess how much money?
Oh my goodness. 1990? Oh man, $450.
It was a lot cheaper than $600.
$600.
And I had a roommate. So.
And you had a roommate. so that was kind of cool that you made your way to Hoboken, and I know there's another picture, but well, maybe we should get to that other picture. What?
Well, I thought you. Well, go ahead.
No. Yeah. All right, so let's show them this one. Here's a shot from the past.
Yeah. We were cool back
we look
then.
the same, right?
Cool.
What happened?
Two different people.
Yeah.
But that was my first animal. My last animal I ever had, actually.
Your last pet. Yeah. That's right.
He was Sydney, cutest little ferret anyone ever known.
Yeah.
And I used to take him for walks in the park.
Right. That's right.
And,
so, yeah, it was fun too, because again, it was, you were kind of like, I'd like to get a pet. And I was like, hey, you should get a ferret. Here's the Hoboken report. And then you looked in the reporter and there was
for free.
Somebody giving away their ferret.
Who knew?
From like 10th and Park, I believe.
Yeah.
You got Sydney and his cage.
Oh my gosh, and it was a huge cage.
It was a really big cage.
But it was cute having him.
Yeah.
He was one of the cutest little things.
Yeah.
It's almost like having a dog and a cat in one.
They're like a strange
very
hybrid.
trainable, very fun. We used to play racing in my apartment. It was great.
So Marge thinks that, who, me? That I look like her, which I guess I do. There's a family resemblance.
Absolutely.
Who knew? Yeah, so it's pretty funny. Eric is wondering, did you get stares with the ferret on a leash?
Not really. I think a lot of people loved it. They were like, what is that? And they'll come over and they'll talk to me and I'll explain it's a ferret, blah, 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 tell them how I got it. And a lot of times they had kids with them. So he was very friendly and the kids would play with him. And when I go to the park, they would bring their dogs over and the dogs would come and play with the ferret. It was just incredible that a little animal like this could be so friendly and fun. He did nip my roommate in the ankle once.
That was not good. Yeah.
That was not good. But that's when I newly had him. So.
Right.
But, yeah. But he calmed down a lot. He was very nice.
And you had Sweet for a while too, Sweet C.
Yes, I had gotten Sweet C, which was another ferret, female. And she didn't live very long.
No.
She had developed some stomach issue and that took her out.
Yeah.
But he used to play with her, even when she was sick. He would come
Right.
over to try to play, and she couldn't play. But it was fun. Nice having ferrets.
So that's kind of like the early that was like 1990, and so you were living in Hoboken for like 10 years before, and commuting to Wall Street.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
For a while.
So that was that's where we met, was when we were both working at a bank.
Yes, in the city.
In the city,
Who knew?
doing ticking those vouchers. What was I?
No, you were an auditor.
I was an auditor. Yeah,
big.
internal audit. Show me your control procedures. Okay, I'll write your
technical writer.
Yeah, I was writing documentation, operational procedures for departments. It was really funny.
And I was doing back valuations.
Right, you were doing that Lotus 1, 2, 3 spreadsheet
with Bernoulli boxes.
With Bernoulli boxes, yeah.
If you don't know what Bernoulli boxes are, Google it.
You're lucky. Don't look it up. So, right. So 10 years. Well, one of the things that was fun that happened while even I was commuting, because I left the bank in 95.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Or 97? 97.
Okay.
I think
something like that.
So we would commute, right? So you were there, you were in that apartment, I was in my place, and then we would commute and go to the city to work at the bank together. Mm-hmm. And one of the fun things that we experienced, I think you were there for, was the new ferries.
Yes.
Right? Remember that?
That was great.
It was like, suddenly it was like, hey, we can not be in a hole in the ground that kind of had a weird smell, because Path Train has a weird smell.
It does.
Yeah. They're working. And it's been I think somebody wrote a scientific paper about it recently. But that was a really fun thing. Was to spend twice the money and take a ferry ride.
Yeah,
we
were on top, getting all the nice breeze.
Stand at the front,
yeah,
and, be like a captain,
staring at the city as we're heading in.
Yeah, it was great. It opened it up. Yeah, so that was a fun thing, and so then it was like, well, then I guess we moved in together, and then we got engaged.
Oh, but even prior to that, actually living at 97 Washington Street.
What do you got?
Where the Natural and Plus.
Natural and Plus. It is one of my favorite names, Natural and Plus. You'd think it would be Natural and More would be like a more thing, but Natural and Plus.
Well,
it's like,
It draws your eyes to it anyway.
It does.
Makes you have to go in.
Yeah.
They actually, so there were two instances actually. One was they get fresh produce. And one morning, my ferret was actually running around in his cage because, during the night I put him away in the cage so he doesn't go running every which way. And I heard him scurrying in his cage and, climbing and almost like grunting. And I looked down, and when I looked down, I saw it was a baby garden snake in my apartment. So
second floor, Hoboken apartment, above the produce store. The snake got in.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I'm not like terribly afraid of snakes, but I don't really care for them. But anyway, one thing led to another, and I called the people in the produce place, and they came up and they got the snake out, and I was happy that my ferret actually saw it prior to me because, if I had climbed down in the night to go to the bathroom or something.
Yeah, that would, No, you had Ricky Tikki Tavi right there. Fight the snake.
Yeah. And then the other thing that was great is because, what do you call the cake boss? What's his place called? Carlo's Bakery was right there. And it was really nice and accessible. So when I go to work, like for every birthday party, because the cakes were so delicious and they were a lot cheaper back then, people used to actually, put money together and ask me to come to Carlo's Bakery to get a cake.
Yeah.
And just one cake, well, like for 15 people or more. And it was so delicious. So I used to come to Hoboken during lunch breaks to pick up cake to bring back to work.
That's right, because we were like right there at the financial center.
It was so awesome.
Yeah. But that's true. That was before like the Cake Boss, when it was just a delightful bakery.
Yeah.
I remember, even when I was working there, it was like, can you get one of those cakes for the party, for the office party? And it's like, yep.
And pecan rings, so delicious. They don't make them anymore. They don't make the pecan rings.
Where can I get a pecan ring? Anybody knows, make a comment. I'd like a pecan ring.
But do we want to dedicate our song to?
So we love Hoboken. We've been here a long time, and we've got a project that we're kind of bubbling a little bit. Hasn't really popped to the surface at all, but there is a song called "I Was Born in Hoboken." We were not born in Hoboken, but
we're dedicated.
But our marriage was born in Hoboken. How about,
Yeah.
How'd I do? Yeah. So there's a song, and we're gonna just kind of casually sing it. I'm gonna bring the lyrics up, and just because that's something we can do because we're on a live stream. So we're gonna do that, and
you can sing along.
You can sing along. I'll put the lyrics up, and we'll do it again. But the idea is that we really like other people to do versions, let's just move on, and we'll fire it up, and we'll stumble, and it'll start, and it'll be great. So the song is called "I Was Born in Hoboken," and all right. So let's see. Okay. So are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I was born in Hoboken. Hoboken, where the girls are the fairest, the boys are the squarest of any old town that I know. Give my regards to Hoboken, down where the breezes blow. In all sorts of weather, you'll find us together. In Hoboken. So, if you would like to record your version of that song, because we just like broadcast that out and it's going to sit on the museum's YouTube channel for forever. You can, check out this webpage that I created, HobokenMuseum.org, IWBIH. I was born in Hoboken. You can send links or contact us at info@HobokenMuseum.org, and Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. We have a TikTok account. You can duet with Bob Foster, our executive director, started out a version, and then I harmonized, and then the masked violinist added some sweet string action onto that. So because you can do duets on TikTok, so that's kind of fun. But it's just it's something that we're kind of hoping that we can get some other people to do some versions. Maybe there's some tight harmonic groups out there who could do some singing of that song. But we'll move on. But that's I was born in Hoboken.
All right, so get your pipes going and do some fun stuff.
That's right. And Lois was Lois was the masked violinist. Thank you, Lois. Okay, so what's next on this great slideshow that we created? Oh, so then, well, we moved in together, we got engaged, and then we got married.
We got married
at the Elks Club. Yeah, fantastic.
That was fun.
Mark Singleton was it?
Thank you, Mark.
Got us the reception hall. My dad's cousins were like, "This is the best party I've ever been to." So that was really fun. We had a really fun wedding and reception. We were married by the Reverend James Mastro, which was fantastic, and
Universal Life Church.
Universal Life Church. Yep, but it's all legit. I swear. Look.
We're still together.
It's true. And then, what was it? They offered you a package at the bank in the city.
So but you had already left.
I left. I was
he had enough of the bank. But they offered me a package on top of the fact that I had gotten I had won a prize. Which was a round trip ticket to anywhere in international or the U.S.
I will take. I'm going to push on that. I'm going to say you got like 10,000 miles with it to
something
anywhere.
like that. But then say
it was like 10,000 miles. That's why we were both able to do it, and we didn't spend any money.
Because then we went to San Diego, and then we went. I think we went from San Diego to L.A. and then came back. And then we went to Europe, and we had a nice European tour. And when I came back, I looked into the Hoboken Reporter again, my favorite friend, and I saw 2 listings for a job opportunity at Stevens. And I thought, wow, that'd be awesome. Let me check it out. So one was part-time, one was full-time, and I decided to go for both. And then they called me in like a week later, and they were like, well, I saw you applied for both the part-time and the full-time, but wouldn't you rather the full-time? And I'm like, well, yes, I would. I just tossed it out there because I really want the job. So then they called me in and they said, okay, you're hired to be an administrative assistant in the Office of Development. So that was my first job in the Office of Development. And from there.
And what just happened today?
Oh, and so, really last year, 2020, I celebrated my 20th year with Stevens Institute of Technology. But today we celebrated with folks at From Work on Zoom. And I actually celebrated it with one of my colleagues as well, who also had 20 years, I think in May.
Oh, right.
It's the next month. Yeah. she's got her 20th year.
Dawn De Silva, right?
Dawn De Silva.
My friend Tegan. Yeah.
And also one of my other colleagues, it's his second year. That's Matt Gwynn.
Uh-huh.
And so it was awesome to just have a fun. We played I guess it was Pictionary, where you draw things. It was fun. I could have stayed the whole time, but I couldn't because of this. I have to come and say hi.
That's right. We got a show to put on. But anyhow, so this has been your commute.
Yes. It's almost like I'm retired.
the 3-block commute from the 800 block of Bloomfield up to Stevens.
Yeah. And
it's been pretty nice. And for the longest time, you were kind of on the 13th floor too, weren't you?
Way up there.
Yeah, you were like
with great views.
Great
oh my
views,
gosh,
yeah.
awesome.
So I asked Lisa for some content, so that's what we've got. We've got some incredible images.
My office was a tiny office on the 13th floor, and out of the window, I took a lot of like aerial pictures of the sunsets and the wacky clouds.
Yeah. So there's definitely some schmutz on the window here, but just look past it to the fun sunset, right?
The horizon, yeah, beautiful.
And we've got, what do we got? We have a few of these, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh man.
So this was so dramatic. I couldn't resist. I was like, wow, look at those clouds. Yeah. Just amazing.
Yeah. And
this was one rainy day. There's like the rain clouds were coming.
Yeah, and you were saying like it was like
it looks like a hand.
Like a hand.
It really does.
Like the storm clouds coming were like a giant hand. Yeah. Which is pretty cool. And then
and these are like puffy clouds, a nice almost sunny day.
You can almost see Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
But
up there.
So that's up, and I think that's the last one of the
that's one of the sunsets.
So let me bring back So that's what you get when you work at the top of the 13-story skyscraper in Hoboken. It's pretty.
But we still get nice views now. I'm on the 8th floor.
Right.
But it's still pretty. It's just not as high up.
Right. Yeah. Right. All right. So that's fun, and I'll do it just because we did talk about it. Was that you got hired in like June?
Yeah, June of 2000.
2001.
2000 even. 2000. Really? June of 2000. Yep.
Oh, okay. And then I remember there was the the thing was that you were there when at 9/11. So that was just
really
talk about a view, you know. And I remember being on the phone with you and being like, "Come home, come on, please."
Well, it was a really sad day.
Yeah, it really was.
Beautiful, bright, brilliant, clean, clear, lovely day.
Yeah.
And then tragedy strikes.
Yeah, just to be on the 13th floor like that.
Yeah.
So
it was not very nice.
Not great. But let's go. Oh, okay. So now we're gonna move on to the next set of Lisa photos. And look, it's those guys. Oh, jeez. All right. Well, so
everyone knows actually that anyone who knows me on Facebook knows that I love taking pictures of flowers and flowering trees and beautiful leaves of plants.
Yeah.
Just because they're brilliant, and and it's great to have eyes that you can see things with, and
I could have shaved, but
it was just one of those days.
I know, beautiful cherry blossoms, though, probably on 10th Street or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's take a look at some of these. Here's a Bloomfield Street.
I couldn't resist that. It was beautiful.
It's a good one.
No, this was, I think, Garden Street.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm looking at those buildings. You know me and my buildings. But the thing is that right. If you're on Facebook, if you're one of Lisa's Facebook friends, on your birthday you will get it. You will get a photo
of flowers. If you're female, you get flowers. You're male, you get
some nice leaves.
Yeah. Oh, leafy plant.
That's right. So there's some more. And some leaves.
Something like that.
Yeah. So these are all kind of fun Hoboken shots.
I just love sharing flowers, and
Yeah.
they're so pretty. It's like when I see them, I have to like stop and look at them, and
Yeah.
it's just so nice.
Yep.
That beautiful
I
leaf.
think that's the last one.
Yeah, I think that's the last
All
leaf.
right. I'm gonna go back to Wes just to be sure. And we're back.
Ah, well, how about that?
Yeah. And so, I mean, one of the things that and what's ended up happening is that you got hired as an administrative assistant, but you've ended up being pretty much the development, no, the gift accountant,
Right.
right? So
Yeah.
anybody who donates money to Stevens, you're the one who processes it.
Yes.
And helps with like,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, I process the donations in our database, and
Right.
then we generate receipts for our donors.
Right.
And just constantly like emails and other
Yeah.
things, the usual office
Working with the relationship managers or whatever, what do they call them?
major gifts officer.
Major gifts officer,
Plan giving
Yes.
officer.
Plan giving people. So,
VPs.
working with them, making
Yeah.
sure that the donors are being taken care of, care and feeding of donors,
Yeah.
sending them nice letters saying thank you and stuff
Yes.
like that. So that's what's been going on. You probably ended up there, 2 years in or something like that? You've probably been doing that for 18 years or something?
Well, the first 5 years,
5.
I was an administrative assistant.
Right.
And then from that on,
Okay.
gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's move on to the next shot. So when it snows out in Hoboken,
I always say to Red, let's go frolic in the snow.
we're always going to frolic in the snow.
Because you got to frolic.
Yeah.
It's just why not?
Yeah. Why not? What else do we have? Oh, okay. So this is something for me to take over as a.
Well, yeah,
What?
but yeah.
What do you got?
Well, where are we? In Maxwell.
We're at Maxwell.
One of our favorite stamping
That's
ground
right.
at the time.
That's right.
Yeah.
We were there pretty at least weekly.
Yeah.
At least once a week we were at Maxwell's.
It was a great place to hang out.
We had a very, very nice. It was kind of like our local pub, with
we always brought family, friends.
Yep.
We just go and meet our friends there and hang out even in the restaurant.
It's Friday night.
Yeah.
See you there. Let's have a pint. Have a
bands would be playing in the back.
Yeah. What was the Carl used to make the gimlets.
Gimlet, yeah.
That was delicious.
Right.
And then so here we are with my sisters and our friend.
You should point them out.
Carol. All right, I'll point them out. This
So
is
that's
Ellen. This is Glenda. That's Carol.
Yeah.
That's Diane. Carol's her
not
sister.
Carol's.
Oh, please. How could I have gotten that wrong? Anyhow, so the point is that as working in a museum, being interested in photography, we love historic photographs of Hoboken. One thing I've realized is that a lot of people do not smile in old photos. And the reason for that was that if you were smiling, you were considered a fool. And it was like
So that's like in the 40s or something, right?
No, it's even older than that.
Older than that?
Yeah. So it's like, if you're like, it's the 1910s or something like that. So every once in a while when I'm together with people, I like to take the serious photo of the that like it might have been in the past. So here's Terry, my brother-in-law. Terry showed up, and here we are. We're all very upstanding citizens. So you get to see who are those jokers. Well, thank goodness, they are actually upstanding citizens. So it's good to know. So I'm a big fan of those kinds of things. We did it at the wedding
at Laura's wedding.
Laura's wedding,
yes.
Yeah, Laura and John's wedding. So anyhow, that's
great.
just a fun thing.
Fun.
Yeah. What's next? I don't even know.
Oh my gosh, what did you?
I'm just gonna push the next button and we'll see. Oh look!
Oh, well, then there's that.
So there we are. It's
Halloween.
We're there with Lois. Lois, our friend Lois Delivio, is on the violin.
Masked violin,
and she's pop. And we got ourselves into a position. How did we just random video stuff, like loving that 3-part Snap, Crackle, and Pop commercial from like the early 60s. And the three of us would sing it. Like we'd just be like walking around and being like, all right, let's go, and we would do it, the three of us, and it was fun. So then the shelter, and I'm on the board at the shelter, that they have the 5K run around Halloween, the Hoboken 5K. And so the idea for that is that people dress up and they go to, they run. And of course, there's fun. There's there's a fun element to it too. And there's also a kid's scary scurry. So this one year we finally decided that we were gonna do the 5K, but then do it as Snap, Crackle, and Pop. And we did the whole 5K walking. And I would occasionally play the trombone, womp 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 womp, and then occasionally we would break out the Snap, Crackle, and Pop song.
Right, and I will hit the box.
You were shaking the
I would
box,
shake it or I'd hit it.
Lois would do some fiddling. We had a great time. It was absolutely ridiculous.
We were the absolute last runners.
We were the last. Yeah, everybody's like, well. We'd walk by and the cops would like take the barricades away.
And they'll shoo us onto the sidewalk.
That's right. Well, we love that. That was really fun. What else have we got? Oh, look, it's Halloween.
Oh, but this is not Maxwell's this time.
No, this is Stinky Sullivan's, and it's
gone now. Now it's O'Bagel.
Now it's O'Bagel. But that's you and Lois and Ariana.
Classy, very classy.
Lots of, I don't
know what happened to Lois in the middle, but
Lois's character had a rough night with Captain James T. Kirk the night before, I believe. I think that was
That's right. She was dressed.
She was wearing his shirt. She was on like a walk of shame after having left, cruise quarters. But that was a really fun night that we had with our friends. And what else? So you've been
volunteering alongside Rand,
right? So we had like trivia night here at the museum. This is you early.
I was doing the fundraising part.
You were tallying the donations and keeping track of the donations. So you would push Lois would welcome you in and you would say, well, somebody just donated $50 or something like that. So that was really helpful. And then we also volunteered. We also did a 6 hour long auction live stream for the shelter back in December. Fun. And
my gosh, that was so long.
It was it really was. It was punchy at the end, But we had a lot of fun, and you were a really big help. And
I was tallying the numbers again.
You were tallying.
That's what I do.
That's what you do. But that was a good one. And then what do we got? All right, so you ready? You ready to do another? Do it again.
Sing again. Blow your pipes. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Wait a minute. I gotta look at things, and let's do it. So we'll do another version of it. All right. Ready? Mm-hmm. I was born in Hoboken, Hoboken, where the girls are the fairest, the boys are the squarest of any old town that I know. Give my regards to Hoboken, down where the breezes blow. In all sorts of weather, you'll find us together in Hoboken. That's right. We did it twice.
We did
because
twice.
We love you.
Yes. All our Hobokenites.
That's right.
Even though we weren't born here, we've been here long enough, I think.
That's right. So there's again all of the fantastic links. And please look us up and make comments on these things, or as I said, make your own videos of singing the song or something, and that could be really a whole bunch of fun. I think we might be really close to the end. We are. That's close to the end. Anybody have any questions or comments? That would be welcome. We can certainly hang out a little bit and see, if anything pops up. But it could be a short show too.
It could be. But one thing I'd like to say, having worked in nonprofits, the school is a nonprofit, the museum is a nonprofit, and the shelter is a nonprofit. And those are the three places that I have volunteered my time. And of course, the school is where I work. But it's all about fundraising. A lot of times, if you don't fundraise, you're not able to have shows. You're not able to do a lot of stuff that, like the museum has been doing. And even when we have the fair out on Washington Street, the museum always set up a tent, and they have a lot of stuff that they sell, shirts and books and mugs and, pins. And it's all, all that fundraising is to help the museum to function, to be a museum. So, being a part of these kinds of foundation, I see the need. And so, if it pokes your heart to support an organization, doesn't necessarily have to be this one or, the school where I work.
Should be this one.
It should be this one. But, just support organizations that pulls at your heartstrings.
That's right.
So it's very important.
Lois is commenting on our 6 hour, I think our 6 hour live stream for the shelter.
Yeah, that was very. It was very successful.
And also, she adds I think this is in reference to the Snap, Crackle, and Pop, because we really,
I think we had the best costume, but then there was another.
There was another. It was a little,
younger kids taking over our steam.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And they weren't like playing or singing. They were just kind of walking around like, "Hi, we're a Snap, Crackle, Pop." Like, really? Where's the song?
Come on, sing it. You gotta sing the song.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think we can move on a little bit, and I can talk a little bit about the shows that are coming up.
Yeah. There's lots of things that are happening. So.
How do you donate? Well, you could go to HobokenMuseum.org, Margaret, and there's a big button right there that says donate. That would be a wonderful thing. And that's pretty easy. Let me see if I can.
That's true. You could put it up there for them.
If I can type and spell and read and
He's the guy with one eye.
I'm the guy with one eye. So that's our URL. That's our homepage, and that would be it would be great. What?
Oh, error.
Okay, somebody on Facebook is complaining. Facebook. So. What else? Let me talk a little bit about the shows that are coming up now too. We'll do that. So we've got next week we have Niamet Asayed with Jack Silbert. Niamet is the owner of the little grocery in town, and that's a cool little place.
Which little grocery is that?
The little grocery.
Oh, it's called the little.
It's called the little grocery. It used to be on Jefferson. Now it's on Washington. It's delicious food.
I know what you
mean. You know
the
place.
Yeah.
And after that, Bob Drashef is going to be with Bob Foster. So it'll be two Bobs, and that'll be.
So long as you can tell them apart.
And you'll be able to. Yeah, that's true. And I'd like to take a minute to thank Donald Shackett. He included the museum in his as a bequest in his will, and it was very generous. So that we were able to, keep the lights burning and the heat on and stuff like that, thanks to the support of Donald. We also have the Applied Development Company is responsible for donating our space to us. So the actual space that Lisa and I are sitting in right now, where our exhibits are, we have a really cool exhibit that we're kind of sitting amongst right now from Gary Spector, which is the workers, an array of workers at the Hoboken University Medical Center.
Frontline workers.
Frontline workers, yep. And so lots of medical folk, and they're really great photos up in the upper gallery. Here for a few more weeks. Downstairs we have our postcard exhibit for Hudson County, with some augmented reality. You can hold up your phone, download an app, hold up your phone to an image, and it'll change from a postcard of the past into the image of what that place looks like now. And it's pretty cool.
It is really cool.
Yeah.
I like it. And there's a voiceover, so they basically tell you what
Hoboken
the
voices
all
telling
about.
you about it.
Yeah.
So that's really fun. And again, we try to do this every Thursday. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But Thursday night at 7, we're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, our archive. We consider our archive on YouTube. So if you're ever really looking for something, that's kind of where we take care of it and make sure it looks right and so on, because it's too much to manage multiple venues for the archive. So that Hoboken Talks and is on YouTube for that. And the other thing that's going on over here at the museum is that
this is a lot of fun.
There's ping pong. So if you'd like to come by, while the museum is open, you can come by and play some ping pong, and it's fun, and we get to meet people, and it's a really we thanks to somebody putting that ping pong table out on the sidewalk saying it's free, take me. Yeah. Lisa and I grabbed it last Friday night and wheeled it over here. And it's a great ping pong table. So we've been playing ping pong out there for the last week. So.
And it's been being used by other people. They just stop by and
it's a totally great bit of social fun. And for all we know, we're looking at setting up some duck pin bowling as well. Not like perfect duck pin, but kind of a fun, casual bowling thing as well. And knock hockey. I think there's going to be some knock hockey, and we're looking.
Well, first we have to get
it. We pushed the button already to get some knock hockey, and we got Bob is still hoping for some badminton. So that's what's happening. Yeah. So that's us at the Hoboken Historical Museum. Thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by and watching the show. Thanks, Lisa, for stepping in and helping us out in the breach, or whatever that term is.
It was fun.
Yeah, no, it was a great time, and we can talk about Sydney and Sweet and
the cutest little animal.
All kinds of little facts about Hoboken. But that's it. So thank you, everybody. Really appreciate it. Bye-bye.
Bye.